wanted to try an dream and anti-dream list video. At no point in my life have I been able to come up with a list of like dream destinations for me, and I'm financially clearly not in the place to be going on a bunch of trips. But I have on my channel, I've kind of laid out the heritage travel trips and an overarching structure, there we go, that I also probably should address at some point. So maybe this month or next month. So I'm filming this Sunday, 17 September 2023. So September, October 2023. See if I can revisit that, since I didn't make my one trip every 1 to 2 years. So revisit that. Yeah. And so thinking, well, what about places to travel where I don't have ancestry? What are dream destinations, like excluding my family tree? At least that I know of currently. Right? There's one thing. And then are there places I don't want to go? Because like I've noticed my entire life there's a list of places I have not wanted to go, and that has not changed. And I'm like, well, maybe I should put that in a list for anti-dream destinations. Like those ones have always been kind of obvious. And the ones I'm going to present are, they've been on my list for, I'm approximately 31 years old, and they've been on my list for approximately 31 years. Okay, these are places I just really don't want to go. And they haven't changed. So that's a pretty fixed, stable, I don't want to go there kind of thing. So, but the where do I want to go, aside from where my ancestry is from, that one, that I haven't actually been able to come up with a list of that. So where this is my first ever anti-dream and dream list, for at least for destinations, but I think more broadly actually my first anti-dream and dream list. So we're going to start with the antis. We'll do blue for that. Also, fun fact, my granddad Andrew was red-green colorblind and could not see blue and yellow. Norwegian medical miracle. Though I think he did lie on some of the tests because it was such a medical anomaly. Just a fun fact. So these are anti-dream destinations for me. Tanis, Coralie, Leonardi. And I'm going to do 6 of each. Alright, so up first, anywhere off of planet Earth. Now, this includes things like a rocket in this outside of Earth's atmosphere. This includes like the International Space Station, anything beyond planet Earth. Not for me. This has been true my entire life. It's just who I am. I'm an earthling. I am boring. Okay? Alright, second, New York City. This is New York, United States of America. I have not actually been into New York City. I flew through I stopped at the airport on a layover, which is disqualified from actually having gone to the place. I've been to the airport and did not exit the airport of America. It was the first and only time I have eaten at Wendy's in my life. I think that was 2009. No, not 2000. I have no idea. 2012? No, that was a different. I don't know when. I have flown through here once because my sister absolutely adores New York City, so I bought her a I Love New York t-shirt, or NYC t-shirt at the airport. It's like, this place was built for my sister. So was the next one. Paris, France. Yeah. My sister actually went to cooking school in Paris. It was a 3-month cooking school or something like that. So not like a multi-year degree, but like, yeah. It was still multiple months. Okay. So that's 3. Ukraine. No. Next one is very profound. New Zealand. Are my sister and her brother actually talking about living in New Zealand? I have family in New Zealand, and I have not visited my family in New Zealand. Okay, and then up last, Costa Rica. Oh, growing up, I took so these are my anti-dream destinations. I didn't think this through all the way. I don't have anything to wipe it down. There's the floor. I got the finger. I'll push it onto here. Okay, so those are my anti-dreams. Now talking about my dream destinations. So this is a list that's been very, very difficult for me to come up with because, like, you know, as a kid I was like, I want to go everywhere. I took like Spanish class and I was in Spanish club for like a year in elementary school. I was like, you know, what, 8 years old? And when I think I did it in like 3rd grade, Spanish club. So we learned a little bit of vocabulary, but then I took it in middle school and high school and again in college. And I mean, there's the appeal of Latin American countries. I've been to Latin America 3 times. I've been to Mexico twice and the Dominican Republic. And I used to have, like, you know, everywhere in Central and South America on my list. And then what happened is I lived in South Africa. I always felt I really liked the wildlife of South Africa. Or not South Africa, Africa. And it is very different than, like, I'm not African by ancestry, so it's very different wildlife, so it's like, it'd be cool to see that. So I lived in South Africa, 6-month student visa, January to June 2012. And I went to a number of different countries, and I still have countries I have not gone to that I would like to go to in Africa. And so my list of I'm do 6 dream destinations is a bit different than where it was earlier in life. My criteria is I cannot have ancestry there. So there are some or potentially have ancestry there. So like Leonardi is from Tyrolia, which is Germany, Austria, and Northern Italy. So if I am Italian, I'm Northern Italian kind of thing, which is like where the Alps are and stuff like that. And so if you've heard of places like Lombardy or something like that, I'm Leonardi and that kind of stuff. So that would be striking pretty close to my family tree. So there's stuff like Austria I would want to put on this list, but because in the past, like since the 1600s or 1500s, there are people in my family tree from like the Austria region. So it's like, okay, places that are kind of on the fence. Okay. And then there's also places where I do not know, right? Like I might have this in my family tree, but I just really don't know. So yeah. Okay. So here they are. That's a little bit about them. And here they are in order. I apologize, my dream destinations. You guys get like blue trash. Blue speckles with the, you know, I'm Norwegian, red, white, and blue. Blue speckles. It's not trash, but I also don't know what the word for it is. Okay. 1. So these are dream destinations. These are my dream destinations. Tanis, Leonardi. Alright, number 1. Algeria. Yes, I would like to go back to Africa for travel. Ooh, this is where like my number 1 in like, even with Spanish class, this is like my number 1 all time. By its original name, its non-white name, Zaire, which is now the English version, is what? Democratic Republic of Congo. And how this was taken, so I lived in South Africa and they referred to Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, as the slave name for Zaire. So Zaire. Okay. You're like, stop it, white people kind of thing. Okay. But I'm also including it there because some people have no idea what the hell Zaire is. Okay. So Czech Republic. So I have on the ground fact check this, when I lived in South Africa, the name of the country in the English slave hold on that. Okay, Czech Republic. Forward. Is that right? Yeah. Russia. Oh yes. I want to see Russia via train, just ride trains all over the country. And run. And eat. And look at really cool rocks. I'm a geologist. Okay. And in that spirit of running, I want to go to Iran. I'm a Muslim. And I also want to go to Iraq. I'm a Muslim. And so it'd be great if I could get a non-American passport, you know, especially for these last two, because the United States of America is just trashed Iran and Iraq. So I really do hope I was born in Norway. I'm a good global citizen, I promise. I'm good because I don't like the United States of America, which is a very popular sentiment outside of the United States of America in my lifetime, in my experience. So those are my 6 dream destinations. In conclusion, I have no idea how I would afford this or acquire the means to actually do this. So finances are only part of the problem with my dream list. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let everything go and be like, in the universe we live in, where do I want to go? And that I don't have ancestry to, or at least possibly have ancestry to, that I currently know with some part of documentation. And that's it. Those are my 6. This is a spontaneous video, okay? I haven't made it anti-dream and dream list before. So let's try something new. Happy Sunday, 17 September 2023.